Assalamu alaikum. My name is Amreen Khan. I am TA from ECNEE Department, Faculty of Education and University of Sindh. Now it's the week 10 from curriculum and test book. This week consists of these four topics. Now number one topic is piloting the test book, revision and modification in the test book, implementation, production, printing of test book, and evaluation of the test book. Now this first day consists these two topics, piloting the test book and revision and modification in the piloting जो है वो एक ऐसा process है जिसमें आप you gather the empirical data to support whether the material or the curriculum is useful, relevant, reliable or valid. Piloting, it's a process or it's maybe called a trial in which we determine the stability, in which we determine the strength and the weakness of the material. Okay, whether the material that we have included or compiled in a book, क्या वो relevant है, क्या वो reliable है, क्या वो valid है. Piloting itself, याद रखिएगा बेटा हमेशा, piloting itself is a process to try out or it's maybe called a rehearsal before the implementation or distribution of the test book. Provided the frequent feedback to the learners and teachers and use this feedback for ongoing adjustment of the material or the learning process. Ability के have the teacher achieve their SLOs, क्या वो अपने learning objectives को achieve कर पा रहा है. It's try to allow some form of a research design. Every research, every means the process that have the necessary material for the sake of actions. So there is required a process of a piloting. उसको रिहर्सल की जरूरत जरूर होती है कि ये एक्शन piloting is done to determine the suitability, strength, weakness means क्या चीज developing material और देयर इज अ सम suitability, इट्स अ वेरी गुड कि आपने उसको अचीव कर लिया. व्हेन देयर इज अ स्ट्रेंथ एंड द वीकनेस, तो यहाँ पर आपके पास रेमेडियल एक्शंस होगा. व्हाट इज मीन बाय द रेमेडियल एक्शन मींस कि यू हैव टू अमेंड रियल दैट इंक्लूडेड इन अ टेक्स्ट बुक. आप अमेंड कर दें, आप उसको चेंज कर दें कि आप उसके अंदर मौजूदा मटेरियल को चेंज कर सकते हैं. का फीडबैक ऐसा आता है कि इट्स वेरी हार्ड टू टेकल इन द क्लासरूम. ये बच्चे का स्टैंडर्ड नहीं है जो टॉपिक आपने दे दिया है, तो यहाँ पर आपके पास पायलटिंग में गुंजाइश है कि आप उसको चेंज कर दें. इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम दिस टॉपिक.
Ma'am, is piloting mean to arrange the book?
पायलटिंग मीन्स
मैम इसकी एक ऐसे भी डेफिनेशन है, पायलट टेस्ट इज ट्रायल कलेक्शन ऑफ डेटा to detect weakness in design and instrument and provide proxy data for selection of a probability of the sample.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सही बताया कि इट्स अ प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ अ सैम्पलिंग और इट्स कलेक्शन ऑफ अ गैदरिंग ऑफ अ एम्पेरिकल डेटा. एम्पेरिकल डेटा मींस द कलेक्शन ऑफ अ सिंपल डेटा. अभी उसका फाइनलाइजेशन नहीं हुआ, जैसे आपने कहा ना कि कंपाइलेशन के लिए, उसकी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन के लिए ये ट्रायल बेसिस पर जो है वो पायलटिंग जो है वो वर्क करती है. बिल्कुल सही बात, ऐसी डेफिनेशन ही है. Another topic is revision and modification in the test book. If we found some drawback during a test book development, the modification of a units and the topics will be revised through the process. And which kind of a process? The process that we stated before. And now at the end of this session, we also summarize the chart of all the processes in which the test book going to be the process. So the modification or revision of the test book में अगर during the pilot testing आपको कोई query, कोई error found होता है, तो now you have to be revised it by the same process as the process we have studied and now modified it. आप उसको modified कर दें. The piloting test, or it's a rehearsal test, or it's maybe called a try test. It's a modification and revision are inherent characteristic of a curriculum. Out is the developmental process that give the signals as whether the particular curriculum can already be implemented with a confidence. Now it's a process will gather empirical data to support whether the material or the curriculum is useful, relevant, reliable, and valid. And the next is the revision and the modification in the test book. It's mean that if you find some drawback during the test book development, the modification of units and topic will be revised through the same process, the process that have we have been studied in our previous lecture. So this is the summary of these two topics and hope so you understand these two topics very well. If you have any question, Vita, you can ask me.